Clif high. I respect his opinion on things. So when he talks about the WebBot reports and his little data munchers, I listen. I understand that the data is interpreted by a human, and a human has flaws. One of the big ones is biases, lack of knowledge in an area, all kinds of things that can make someone blind when interpreting data. Kudos to Mr. High for taking an alternative opinion to what he thinks will be and investigating it further to see if he is correct or if the other person is correct. So in doing this, this is one of the people that he did a little experiment on. And basically what we're watching is a different set of facts introduced to academia. Academia does not take in new information lightly. They do it kicking and screaming. So it's kind of interesting to me to sit there and watch them get this information that has alternative facts. Are you going to go look for it or are you going to shun it?
Say impressive things.
That's not fair, dude.
Sorry.
This is the one thing I asked you to do over the break. I appreciate that someone who's clearly in the Discord saw what the Discord question was and jumped off that. So while you're looking it up, I'll go to the next question. Billy Evans. Next question, and we'll come back to this one. U.S. Navy is releasing UFO information. Possibility of space aliens upsets evolution as applied to humans. New climate studies say never was a climate period on Earth where humans could live without technology of clothing, fire, and shelter. Did we escape from alien lab or abandoned?
So even as she reads the question, she actually starts to soften in her speech as she's reading it. Her vocal cords don't even want to play with this question. Her body kind of goes down like, ugh, man, what loon paid for this? Which is not a very good sign when it comes to this kind of stuff. Because if you're being asked a question and you're in your belief system and this question challenges your belief system, that part of the brain that is protecting itself from alternative belief system tends to act aggressively. A logical person, more of a thinker, will sit there and go, oh, I know I'm acting aggressively. I need to calm down and think through this. Unfortunately, for many people, that doesn't always happen.
So I don't
Again, shaking of the head in the negative. We're still fighting it.
know anything about the U.S. Navy releasing UFO info. New climate studies say there was never a climate period on Earth where humans could live without technology of clothing, fire, and shelter. That's bullshit. That's just not true.
It's just not true. Shakes her head off, looks over to her little compadre over there.
That's just not right.
Not right. Continuous negative head shaking. And she's becoming very stiff. She's been attacked. And that's how she's viewing this question. She's been attacked in her religious belief. Now, the male, who is Brett, in watching them, he seems to be a follower, and she is the stronger in the mentality, which is fine. But that's how their dynamics work. And that's important to understand right now as this plays out.
Catch me up. Sorry, can't help you with this one.
Which one? The Billy one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll read it again.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. Navy is releasing UFO info. The possibility of space aliens upsets evolution as applied to humans. New climate studies say there was never...
So he's already getting uncomfortable. He likes holding that mic, which is fine. Now, whether he's reacting from her because he's watching her, the uncomfortableness. And usually followers don't like to kick the leader, and that's fine. But as we watch this, we should see him contribute in a way because he's not a stupid guy.
a climate period on Earth where humans could live without technology of clothing, fire, or shelter. Did we escape from an alien lab or were we abandoned? So what I said was there's no way that...
So he quit paying attention to her pretty much almost towards the end of that question being read again. So he's formulated his opinion. He already knows what he is going to lean towards.
There was never a climate period on Earth where humans could live without technology of clothing, fire, or shelter.
And he's also bringing his arm in towards himself. So he's got something to say that's probably not going to make this situation, at least for him, more comfortable. You can see the challenge is coming.
That's patently not true.
Right.
It's just that
not
has no
true.
relationship to reality. So I don't know what that
Yeah, I don't know
new
what it's
climate
in
studies.
relation to.
So I therefore unfortunately suspect
And he's getting tighter and tighter on himself. And now he's bringing his arms to himself. He's adjusted the microphone. He's waiting. He's looking at her, watching. He's waiting for his opportunity.
the first claim too, which is U.S. Navy releasing UFO info. I have no idea what that is.
No, there's
but
been some.
I don't know what that
stuff
is.
released.
So his face goes forward, a little bit relaxed in the lower, but much more stressed and coming forward like, oh no, there's like, just, I'm trying to calm you down. Yeah, there has been something. And she's not being receptive to what he's saying or to at least anything that is coming out of his mouth. She does not want to hear something alternative. She wants to hear something that reinforces her belief system. He knows this. So you see him with the negative head shake and he looks away from her and down and away. He doesn't really want to challenge her, but he threw out, no, they've released some stuff to see if she would be receptive to something, to anything, even if it was, oh, that's our tech. But she's shutting him down. Does not want to hear it. The belief system is strong. I'd have to say, actually, kudos to Brett here for having this information and looking into alternative news or the news that gets buried. Because usually in belief systems, people tend to stick with news that reinforces their belief system. They rarely go out. So as we watch this play out.
No, I can't speak authoritatively on it.
Okay.
But I can say there's tantalizing stuff and we don't know what it means, nor do we know why it's being released.
So he's speaking, trying to, inform. She's not looking at him. She's not giving him any indications. She's even going more tight-lipped. He's looking at her, trying to get feedback. At about the same time, he turns his head away from her. She finally looks at him, but it's the same tight-lipped. And he probably saw that from the corner of his eye, that her body didn't really change. It looked in his direction because it's a respectful relationship, but she's not allowing the new information in. And he pretty much wraps it up, says, I'm not going to try anymore.
Okay. So here I find the WAPO published on April 2nd, U.S. Capitol Police Officer William Billy Evans.
And then immediately goes into something else. Just get away from the question that is challenging my belief system. Now, as far as Clif's theory on how academia will react as more and more of this stuff comes out, and looking at these two, it kind of reminds me of the fringe archaeologists out there that are respected in their fields. They have the credentials, the white coats, so to speak, and they've been on TV, therefore media respects them to an extent. Kind of like alternative media rose, we may see the alternative scientist rise.
I would like to thank the sponsor of this video, Fero. Fero is one of the few cryptocurrency projects that I respect. Unlike most other cryptocurrencies, Fero is focused on safeguarding your financial privacy without compromising on trustlessness, which means no third parties are required, and transactions are private by default. Fero also has an exciting roadmap to look forward to. Features such as Instant Send, where payments can both be sent and confirmed within seconds. There's also Elysium, which adds tokenization functionality similar to Ethereum, but it also enables these assets to enjoy Fero's privacy technology. There's many more things on the roadmap, and if you'd like to learn more, head over to fero.org. If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers, where Mandy teaches more about her techniques of deception detection. There's also other content such as the Crime series and Interesting Mind series, available to both Gold and Silver subscribers.
If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.